Our ground speed is 620 miles per hour. We reached our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet. And the temperature outside is a pleasant 50 degrees below zero. Our route tonight will take us over Toronto, Montreal, Cape Ray, St. John, Newfoundland, across the Atlantic, reaching the European coastline just north of Lisbon, and on into Rome on schedule. The weather in Rome is a lot better than what we left behind in Chicago. And if there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please let us know. Thank you.
This is Global 2.
Flight 2, Cleveland. I have a message from Lincoln. Advise we're ready to copy.
Go ahead, Cleveland. We're ready.
Practically certain you have a stowaway on board. Caucasian, female, approximately 5 feet, 100 pounds, age about 70, wearing a brown hat with a brown pom-pom, tweed coat with black velvet collar. Name Mrs. Ada Quonset. Determine and confirm.
We'll check and advise.
Now the guy in 21D says it's too hot.
You want to laugh? Have you seen her?
Well, she's not in first. I've hardly checked the tourist section yet.
Well, go back and see if the old biddy's there, huh?
If she is, what do I do?
Nothing, just come back and report. How about that, huh? Little old lady just walks on like she's walking into an elevator.
There you are.
Miss, these nuts are stale.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll try and find you some fresher ones.
$474, and they give you stale nuts.
So you played the oboe. My late husband played the violin. Not professionally, but he was very good. He once played the minute waltz in 58 seconds.
She's there, all right. 23B. That's why the head count was wrong. What do you want me to do?
Nothing. If you start questioning her now, there's bound to be tears and...
Oh, we were asked to check and report, that's all. They'll grab her in Rome, so until then, why make the old girl miserable?
You know, Captain, you're a real nice person.
Okay, New York, go ahead.
Strong probability, repeat, strong probability exists that passenger D.O. Guerrero, seat assignment 23A, may have an explosive device in attaché-type briefcase. Passenger purchased excessive insurance, mentally disturbed and desperate. Approach with extreme caution.
Okay, so we know the kook is sitting in 23A, not here.
That's right. What's your opinion?
My opinion is they should get the hell back here as fast as they can.
Well, if he should let it go, is there any chance that the plane could stand the explosion?
Well, we got one break. He's not sitting in an aisle seat. So, first, we'll blow out a hunk of the fuselage right here.
And what kind of structural damage would that cause?
Luckily, there's nothing but skin on the sides. All the control cables run along here, so it's not too big a hole. She might still fly. But the sudden decompression at 30,000 feet is something you gotta see to believe.
He'll get sucked out, won't he?
So will anybody sitting next to him. Until that pressure equalizes, everything within 20 feet of him that's not nailed down or strapped in is gonna get sucked right out that hole.
Is it that powerful? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. When I was a mechanic in the Air Force, I was being transferred on a MATS plane. At 20,000 feet, one of the windows shattered. The guy sitting next to her was about 170 pounds. He went through that little space like a hunk of hamburger going down a disposal. And right after him, coats, pillows, blankets, cups, saucers. Yeah, I'm sure.
Takes about 3 seconds, doesn't it?
3, 4, 5, depends on the size of the hole. Everything fogs up just like that. And then watch out. At altitude, you can't breathe, so unless they get on oxygen in 45 seconds, it's goodbye.
There's no mistake. He's in 23A. Fits the description perfectly.
When did you see him?
When I was spotting Mrs. Quonset, he's sitting right next to her.
Did Did you notice the attaché case?
It's on his lap, and he won't put it down. Ruth told me that when she was serving the snacks, he wouldn't use the pull-down table. He insisted on putting his tray on top of his case.
Sounds as if that's where he's got it. Then he must have some kind of a trigger on the outside of the case. Is anyone sitting on the other side of the old lady?
A man.
Then I'll have to lean over 2 people. I couldn't surprise him like that. Okay if I go back and take a look?
Yeah, not too close a look. We might suspect something. Toronto Center, Global 2, starting to turn. Would like to make it wide and gradual.
Global 2, wide turn approved. We'll alert other sectors to your problem.
Enjoying your trip?
Very much. Just tell my how smooth it is. A little while ago, I put my drink on the armrest, and there wasn't even a ripple. Didn't lose a drop.
Hey, girls.
Plumbing, Captain?
No, we've got some bumpy weather ahead, so don't serve dinner for a while. Huh? Keep everything in the drawers.
Okay.
Doug, are you getting plane to ground direct?
They've turned around and started their slow descent.
What's the frequency?
132.0. I'm sorry to have to put this on you, but if I go back there a second time, you might get suspicious.
Don't worry. I think I can handle it. Excuse me, madam. May I see your ticket?
My ticket? Oh, that nice young man at the gate took it.
No, he wouldn't do that. If it was a round-trip ticket, you'd still have the return flight coupon. And if it was a one-way, you still have the ticket stub and boarding folder.
Well, I'll certainly look, my dear, but I'm sure...
Why don't you stop wasting my time, Mrs. Quonset? You are Mrs. Ada Quonset, aren't you?
Well, since you're aware of who I am, there's no use denying it, is there?
If there's some misunderstanding, perhaps I can help.
There's no misunderstanding. Are you traveling with this lady?
No.
Then it's none of your business, sir. This woman is a stowaway.
Are we going to turn back?
You're not that important. When we land in Rome, you'll be handed over to the authorities. Now come with me. The captain has to make a report on you. But first he'd like to see you. Would you let this lady out, please?
The captain wants to see me? What happened?
And he doesn't like to be kept waiting. Now, come on.
There's no need to treat her like a criminal.
That's exactly what she is. All right, Dad.